Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Wostrelcraft, and I'm down here in my mines, and I happened across a slime, and I decided it might be a good idea to clear out a large area here so that we can find a slime chunk and get some slime balls being generated. And so I'm going to go ahead and dig out a large area here, see if I can locate that chunk, and I will bring you back when I'm done. So I have a quite large area cleared out here, and I have had some slime spawn here, but I have not been able to figure out where they're coming from. So been kind of searching around and thinking, what am I going to do to try to find these slime chunks? And I have a feeling that this is a slime chunk. I've kind of put extra torches around it to designate the chunk. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up my F3 menu, and I'm going to look at the chunk boundaries. I believe, yes. So this is the corner of a chunk. So I'm going to put down fence around this chunk. And if it does happen to be a slime chunk, then I will be holding all of the slime in here. And I may do this for every chunk just so that I can check and see where these slime are coming from, and once I figure that out I will bring you back. So I've been sitting AFK for quite some time, and I have a slime over here, so it's pretty obvious that this chunk is a slime chunk. And I saw just a second ago a small slime fall out of here and die. I can't believe that's far enough to cause enough fall damage to kill a small slime, but okay. So now that I've finally located what chunk the slimes are coming from, I will be able to excavate out an area, make sure that all of the caves are lit up in the area so that we can get some slimes going on here. So this chunk is officially my slime chunk. I am just going to leave it like this for the time being. If I stand a couple of chunks away, I do get spawns of slimes in this chunk. And I think it'll be enough to satisfy my need for slime balls currently. In the future, I will possibly dig this up to level 40 so that I can set in some spawning pads, get maximum slime spawning, but right now I don't need that much. I found an awful lot of diamonds while mining out this area, and I do think that I'm going to go sit at the blaze spawner for a little while, get some experience. I'm going to do some new enchanting on some new diamond tools. As you can see, I'm still running an iron sword. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be back after a little bit. So as I entered the nether, I realized I didn't showcase the work that I did here in the nether. So I mined out a nice area around the various nether portals to different players in the area. And then went ahead and put granite and diorite in the walls, put flaming netherrack for lighting, stone bricks for the floor, and smooth stone slabs for the ceiling. I think it looks pretty nice. It definitely doesn't look like the ugly netherrack that was here before. But here, going to the blaze spawner, I did lower the roof a little. This aids in being able to jump faster. But it is a long distance from the portals to the spawner. So I think possibly the next task will be to put in a train station and rail tracks leading out here. Also, this makes a fairly effective ghetto pigman spawner, because only a few can spawn at a time. I have some fire not burning. Someone must have knocked it out while they were fighting pigmen or something. But the pigs are funneled into a narrow area, and so it's fairly easy to fight them. But coming down here, I've got a slightly larger room and then just a ladder going straight down to the spawner. And basically at the spawner, I have not finished the waiting area for the spawner yet. And so we just have currently a little room with dirt in the front. Break out the dirt, place the dirt back in, sit here AFK for say 10 minutes or so, and then over here I have a whole bunch of stone swords to be able to kill the blaze with after they've been crushed. But I'm going to go ahead and get probably about 40 levels, and I will be back when I've done that. So I've got myself my diamond sword. I'm going to go ahead and see what kind of enchantments we can get on this. We may end up coming back later. Sharpness 4. Well, the only thing that could make that better is if we get some looting with it. Well, fire aspect isn't bad, but I'm not too happy about the knockback. But that means I can kill animals and get cooked meat right off the bat. Hey, that's good. But one thing that I did notice while I was at the Blaze Farm is that someone has been ripping up the nether, and they have just made it look absolutely terrible around the spawner. So I suppose I'm going to have to fix that up, finish out the lobby area of the spawner and the AFK room. So I'm going to gather up some resources, get those all transferred over to the nether, and I will bring you back when I'm ready to start building. So I've been doing a little bit of in the nether hub again. I changed the floor so that I've got stairs along the edge and half slabs in the middle. This will prevent any spawns within the hub area. Also, I have added a rail cart system to run out to the mob spawner. So I've got the very simple cactus break. Minecart hits cactus, gets sucked up by the hopper, gets stuck in a dropper or a dispenser, and then if you push the button, the minecart will pop back out. And if I push it back, you can see it hit the cactus, broke, and now it's back in the dispenser again. And so this should greatly increase the speed at which we can get to the spawner. I put glass above the track so that nothing would spawn on the track, and then I put stairs along the side so there's still a walkway, but nothing will spawn there. Now, unfortunately here I had to go down, and you can't put glass above that to keep mobs from spawning on a track, so I had to use trapdoors, which looks kind of ugly, but it's effective. So here at the bottom I have the exact same setup, and once again press the button, minecart comes out. So the next thing that we're going to do here is we are going to try to make this area around the spawner look a little better, be a little more functional. As I said earlier, someone kind of screwed the area up, tore out a huge amount of netherrack, made a big flat area of nether bricks, and it's just been a big mess. So I'm going to make the spawner area look nicer. I've got a whole bunch of resources here. Hopefully I don't have to make too many trips back, but now that I've got this railcart system here, at least trips back won't be as much of a problem. But I'm going to go ahead and make this look a little nicer, and I will be right back. I've got the area around the nether spawner cleaned up a little. Put in a window so that you can see the mobs spawning outside. Put in some doors so that it's easy to get out there. Then also I totally removed the stairway that used to go down into the killing chamber and added a ladder just for making it more compact. Then down here I half slabbed down everything so that there would be no spawns down here. Made all the walls out of the polished diorite and diorite. Made it look a little nicer. Controls are pretty much identical, and I didn't even notice this until just now. That lever really blends in with the polished diorite. That's rather impressive, actually. But so everything is pretty well the same here, with the exception of that I moved the swords down here. Makes it a lot easier to kill things, and then of course I added a hopper and a collection chest underneath the killing area. So, gonna go ahead and head back to spawn, find out how long we're going on the video, and decide what we're gonna do from there. So I will be back in just a little bit. So I just got back from cutting a whole bunch of trees, and during the process I killed a few mobs and I got an ender pearl. And I know I've got a couple more in here. And so I think it might be time to go ahead and make an ender chest so that we can keep things like our diamonds and a few other things safe and secure so that we don't have to worry about it. Now the other thing you may have noticed there, I got a third wither skeleton skull. So it won't be too long now and we will go ahead and have a wither boss fight. I don't know for sure yet if I might be able to recruit some help from some of the other members on the server for that fight. But there are a few things that I have seen, Impulse SV especially, I saw in his video here a few days ago about a technique to distract the wither and trap it in a certain location. And I think that we could probably just kill it in that situation. And so we may try that, but for now we're going to go ahead and make that ender chest. So, and one should be enough for the moment. So let's see here. Right here is my obsidian. So we'll go ahead and just make our ender chest here. What am I doing wrong here? I thought that was okay. I may have to go and check that. Well, that was rather stupid of me. Duh. I need an Eye of Ender in the center of my obsidian. I should have known that. But so we have an ender chest now. That's nice. The question is, where do we want to put it? I'm not entirely sure. But I know for sure we're going to put our diamonds in there. Probably put my blocks of lapis in there too, because they're rather valuable. Well, I guess got to be really careful with this because we need silk touch to pick it up, and I don't have that yet. I'm just going to go ahead and put it here for now, and we'll go ahead and throw some of our stuff in there. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Oh, that doesn't go in there. That goes in here. And I still have quite a bit of time left on this video. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. I've got some caves to explore. Oh, and I guess I didn't show this. I did a little bit of decorating in the ground floor of my house. Put in some potted plants. Cauldrons with some little potted trees in them. Little dining room area. Got a kitchen. Yeah, I thought that turned out really good. A little bit of a living room area. Big portrait that you can see when you come down the tunnel here. You can see the portrait. And this is the entrance to my mine, designated by a pickaxe in the item frame. And so I'm just going to go ahead and go to, I think it's quite a ways out. There's a ravine that I need to explore. And when I get there, I'll bring you back. Where was the entrance? Right here? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, lava. Oh, it's one of those. Weird. I think that's one of those also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Oh. Yeah, one more. That's all I needed. One more. Okay, so let's go ahead and mine around this. Make sure that there's no lava. Okay. Ooh, 8 blocks. That's nice. Whoa, there's lava. And it almost got me. Alrighty. Oh, and some lapis as well. Okay, so I've got my Fortune 3 pick. Let's see what we get. 1, really? Alright, from 8 blocks, we got 20 diamonds. That's really nice. So from 2 blocks of lapis, we got 36. That's pretty good. So, yep, that's what I figured. Lapis loves to spawn diagonally. So 54 lapis out of 4 ore blocks and 20 diamonds out of 8 ore blocks. That's pretty good. Well, it was well worth that one more block. So I'm going to go ahead and go put all this away, and then we're going to go and see if we can find a village. So we're out looking for a village, and we're headed towards the desert. Might be able to find one there. In all the travels that I had searching for the jungle, I only came across a couple of plains. So I'm a little concerned that I won't find the plains for it, or the plains village. So I'm just going to go ahead and, okay, this should be the desert here. Yep, that's the spot. I harvest my sand from right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just start looking around this desert and see if I can find anything. And try not to run into that squid. Now, looking out across this, I don't really see anything from here. I think we'll just have to go back into the desert. Oops. Guess I didn't really need to bring all this food with me. Forget I've got fire aspect sword. Well, that's one heck of a bust. Go all the way out to the ocean and still not find anything, huh? Well, let's eat a little bit more beef here. See how far this goes. Gonna have any more luck here with these massive sand dunes here? Or is there just no villages around here? Back over here to the savannah. Ooh. Someone's been here. Maybe someone else has got the same idea I do. There's some bones. Oh, there's a village. I'll bet it's already been looted, though, if there was planks and everything else nearby. Well, at least we found what we came looking for. So let's see here. This guy's an armorer. He wants coal for an emerald. Or emeralds for an iron helmet. No, I don't think so. Iron for an emerald, emeralds for a chest plate. Not a very good trade guy. Ooh, rotten flesh for an emerald. There we go. There's our use for rotten flesh. Gold for emeralds? No. I think I'll pass on that. Let's see, we got a blacksmith here or anything like that? Well, it looks like dirt to get in here. This would have been the library, I think. Another... rotten flesh for... paper for emeralds. Book and emeralds for fortune, too. Yeah. No? I don't think so, dude. Iron bars. Well, here, let's fix that, shall we? I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anything in here. Oh. There's someone's armor in here. Interesting. Well, I sure don't want that. Wow, there is a lot of clerics here. A lot of clerics. Well, not really much for a village, but we did find one. And I may have to figure out some way to get a couple of these guys back to spawn so that we can start getting some trading set up. It might actually be easier if I just cure a zombie villager. I don't know. This is a long way away from spawn. Where am I anyway? I didn't even look at my coordinates. Yeah, let's see, that would be... That's 1,400 in one direction and 800 in the other. That's a long way. I don't think I really feel like moving them that far. Well, my 11 emeralds don't do me much good here. I don't think I saw any farmers yet. And I really don't want to be around here after dark. So I suppose I'm going to go ahead and head back towards spawn. Do I dare try to take on 2 witches? I think so. Let's go for it. We're going to be crazy. Okay, there's one down. Oh, she poisoned me. Darn. Well, still, that wasn't too bad. I poisoned the chicken, too. That's funny. So we got quite a bit done in this episode. Started out with our slimes, did some work in the nether, work at the blaze spawner, went on an adventure, found a village, and I think we're going to call this episode good. Now, on the next episode, I think I'm going to be working on the base a little bit. Need to get something figured out for all of our chests. They are just clogging up the area in the upstairs really bad. And then I'd also like an auto smelter. But if you liked the episode, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.